good afternoon. I'm in Hexham again. It's Hexham. In just under half an hour's time, I'm going to be up in Haltwhistle because we're going to ride the AD122 along the Hadrian's Wall. Let's go. I can't see any Hadrian's Wall flyers, which would really, there's the 683, which would really help. In Hexham bus station itself, there's a cafe and a toilet, both of which weren't open when I came today. Hexham is served by both small local services branded as Tynedale Links, which use Optare Solo SRs, and larger intercity services to Newcastle branded as the Tyne Valley 10. It's also served by the AD122, the bus we'll be taking today, which links Hexham to Haltwhistle and Hadrian's Wall. The bus I travel on today was 667, which is Tynedale Links liveried. However, they can be chopped and changed onto different services around Hexham.
Hello, I might be able to get all the way up to Alston. I don't know, I'll let you know what I think I found a very good going off with nothing on the I'll let you know what to do.
The first stop after the bus station is the train station, which is served regularly by Northern services, and if you're lucky, sometimes LNER can divert their trains along here if there's works on the East Coast Main Line. We cross the River Tyne, entering Acomb almost immediately after the bridge. It's not long until we escape the residential areas around Hexham and coast between the hills of Northumberland on our way into Wall. We turn left at the crossroads and left again after the river, passing through Chollerford. After Chollerford, we join the Military Road, the road the AD122 uses for most of the journey. And it's here where we catch our first glimpse of the 1,900-year-old Hadrian's Wall. We pass Brockalisher Fort, where on this day we meet the eastbound service towards Hexham. If you look closely, you'll be able to see walkers strolling along the historic Hadrian's Wall path just before we arrive at Housesteads, a popular Roman fort near Milecastle 37. And after Housesteads, we reach my favourite part of the Military Road, going down the severe dips in the road. We went through this one just before we entered Once Brood. And then we reached the sill, where we got interrupted by a bit of a fault on the bus.
The drivers find it really hard to steer, so we're just stopped outside the cell, doing nothing.
And after a few minutes of annoying beeping later, we were back on the road. Our next major stop, Walltown Country Park. It had begun to rain quite heavily, so here's a little clip of the bus picking up some water as it went along the military road. And here we reach Walltown Country Park, where the more eagle-eyed detective show watching viewers of You, whatever you call them, will realise where they filmed a recent episode of VMA. And here's me worried that we're picking up speed, knowing that we can't really turn that well. After Walltown, the AD122 joins the A69, passing Blenkinsop Castle and running alongside the Tyne Valley line, which runs between Carlisle and Newcastle. And after a fast trip through the countryside, we enter the centre of England, Haltwhistle, and this is where we end our AD122 journey today. The bus terminates right outside the railway station, so I thought it would be a good idea to take the quick way back into Newcastle.
So, I didn't get a chance to stay in Haltwhistle because the train arrived more or less straight away. That is how you do the Hadrian's Wall on bus. It is a very good trip when the bus is actually working, but I truly recommend it. And I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.